Chapter 2. A Strange Feeling. The moment my eyes landed on Riansh, I couldn't look away. For some reason, the way the sunlight fell across his face, the way his eyes seemed to glow, and the way his hair moved gently in the breeze coming through the open bus window, it made my heart skip a beat. Riansh was probably the person I understood the least in our bus group. Don't get me wrong, we talked quite a lot, but I never really understood him as a person. There was just something different about him. The way he spoke, the way he behaved, he always felt unpredictable. I never considered Riansh someone particularly important in my life, so why was my heart racing just from looking at him? I had no answer. After staring at him for a few moments, I quickly looked away. Well, that was weird. I saw Riansh almost every single day. Nothing like this had ever happened before. I decided to ignore it. After all, it was probably nothing. When I reached school, I immediately went to find Shubham and Ebrar before classes started. The moment Shubham saw me, he frowned. "Is everything all right? You seem puzzled?" I told them about what had happened on the bus that morning. Ebrar shrugged. "Maybe it was just the lighting. Sometimes people look completely different depending on the sunlight." Shubham nodded in agreement. "Yeah, you're probably just overthinking it." Honestly, that explanation sounded reasonable enough, so I decided not to think about it anymore. A few minutes later, classes began. After 6 long hours of surviving lectures that felt like they would never end, the final bell rang. Freedom. I got onto the school bus and, as usual, sat beside Sam Parka. "How was your day?" Mahona asked the moment she saw me. "It was a pain," I groaned. "Why can't they give us more free periods?" She burst out laughing. Honestly, I couldn't even blame her. I'd probably laugh too if someone else complained like that. Trying to join the conversation, Angdip cracked one of his usual jokes. Noti laughed. "See? I told you he was the clown of the group." Oishi, being as gentle as ever, quietly asked me about the PT1 syllabus. I explained everything she needed to know. After that, I took my phone out of my bag. Yes, I bring my phone to school, and before you judge me, mind your own business. Sam Parka and I started scrolling through manga, trying to find something interesting to read. Suddenly, Mahona snatched my phone right out of my hands. "Hey!" Ignoring me completely, she opened the camera and started taking the most ridiculous selfies imaginable with Oishi. This annoying little gremlin. After filling my gallery with countless chaotic photos, she finally handed my phone back. I sighed and turned toward Sam Parka. "So, what time are you guys coming to the ground today?" 5 o'clock, he replied. But Riansh said he'll come around 5:30. The moment I heard Riansh's name, the morning flashed back into my mind. Almost instinctively, I turned around. There he was, sitting quietly near the back corner of the bus, looking out of the window. Without thinking, I opened my camera. Click. I took a picture of him. He didn't notice. The moment I did it, reality hit me. What the hell am I doing? He's going to think I'm a complete creep if he ever finds out. I had absolutely no idea why I took that photo. I just wanted to. Then, to my surprise, Riansh looked at me. "You coming to play today?" That caught me completely off guard. He had never asked me that before. Even if he had, why was my heart skipping another beat? "Yeah," I replied. "All right." That was all he said. Yet somehow, it stayed with me. A little while later, I reached home. The house was empty. Oh, I forgot to mention. My mother works as a manager at a jewelry shop, and my father works at LIC. So apart from nighttime, I'm usually home alone. I ate the lunch Mom had prepared before leaving for work and freshened up. A few minutes later, Ishan, my neighbor, friend, and fellow class 12 student from a different school, walked in as usual, just to annoy me. He was also one of the few people who knew I was bisexual. I trusted him enough to tell him my little secret. Sometimes he even joined us for football in the evenings. After chatting for a while, he suddenly asked, "So, ready for Friday's chemistry test at tuition?" Crap! Why did he have to remind me? My day was going perfectly fine. Barely, I sighed. I'm absolutely cooked this time, he laughed. That's pretty normal for you. Shut up. Still laughing, he promised to help me study before the test and headed back home. After he left, I picked up my phone to delete all the nonsense photos Mohona had taken earlier. As I scrolled through my gallery, I stopped. There it was, the picture of Riyansh. I stared at it, lost in thought. Then, I happened to glance at the time, 5 p.m. Wait, I looked again. 6:30 p.m. Had I really been staring at that photo for an hour and a half?